I'm very happy with Legal Match. Obviously, when I first heard about Legal Match and was considering it, I was very concerned about the monthly cost and whether or not it would really generate leads and clients that would cover even just those monthly costs. But my experience has been so far, which was beginning in April of this year and now through September, that I generate from about 10 times the amount in fees that I pay in cost to Legal Match. The secondary thing is that because I have selected specific areas of the law where I am not going to go to court, I'm not going to take litigation cases, I can choose the cases that are best suited to me, and I can reach out to those clients. What is amazing to me is that those clients who post requests on Legal Match, even when you follow up and reply to them, they don't seem to like to call back the attorney. They almost always don't do anything until the attorney calls them. So I have found that really to get the client hired, me as the attorney, you have to speak to them on the phone and you have to be the one to reach out to them. Well, I kind of semi-retired and I was really not very busy, but I didn't feel like I was done working, I guess. And so Legal Match has really provided me a great opportunity to find clients that are in need of the kind of services I provide, and I can provide them well and with a fixed fee. So those clients that hire me are almost always really happy. I've been very, very fortunate to have a 5-star rating on Legal Match. And I don't pretend that that's all because of me. I think it's a lot because of Legal Match in terms of the way it requires postings to provide information about the potential client and about the potential claim, that I can be selective in the kinds of cases that I reach out to so that neither the client nor I spend unnecessary time in a matter that's not good for me to take and not good for them to have me take, that there are other attorneys on Legal Match who would be better able to take that case. Well, I didn't really contract with Legal Match until April of this year. So in many respects, the COVID-19 initial emergency was over. So I wasn't really, lockdowns had passed, so I really wasn't in lockdown. But the COVID-19 has changed the practice of law in Florida, where so many things are now done electronically or by Zoom and phone calls. I know that, for example, California, many years ago, attorneys just stopped going to hearings because of the time to commute to get to the various courthouses. So that attorneys in California were very accustomed to using Zoom or phone calls to attend hearings, and that has now become the standard here in Florida because of COVID. That's continuing on. Now, we've had a huge increase in COVID cases because of the Delta variant. So even now, some of the courtrooms are closed, and many parts of the public are not really invited into the courthouse or to attend hearings. The judges much prefer, if it's all possible, if it be done by Zoom or a phone call. What is the number one thing I like? I guess it's just the fact that the cases are segregated into various legal disciplines, so that I am looking at the kinds of cases that I want to take. I think that initially I needed more help from Legal Match than I do now. I don't find myself in many problems today with the software or the platform because I've learned how to use it, and I've learned how best to utilize it for obtaining the clients I want to reach. It's still a challenge reaching out to clients, and still kind of amazing to me that clients don't just call you back once you've provided with them some important and key information. It still takes an effort on the part of the attorney to reach out to them. I get leads every day. There are, I don't know, I would say that there's an average of 4 or 5 cases posted a day in the areas that I'm listed in, which is probate work and wills and trusts and business formation. And as I said, I look for postings that are south of town, south of Orlando, in other words, the southern part of Florida. But I have taken cases and gone to people's houses for signing of trust documents, in Naples or Coral Springs or in Indian River Valley. So I don't just, with wills and trusts, the documents have to be signed. So what I do as a service to my clients is that I take the documents to them with a notary and a witness, so we can do that as part of the package right in their home. So they don't have to go somewhere, find a notary, find witnesses. We take care of that, meeting with them in their home. Wow, that number I think is a little more difficult to calculate. As I'm thinking about it through my head and running through the number of posts and the number of people that I reply to, I would say that probably only about 1 out of 10 or 20 actually can hire me to do legal work for them. But because there's so many cases that flow through, even with that conversion ratio, it provides me with sufficient work to do everything, to take all the time I want to do to work every day. Well, I think it's much more effective than any kind of print advertising. I have never done billboard advertising or TV advertising, so I can't compare those two. I know in Florida that giant billboards have been put up by a number of large law firms that are typically for personal injury or wrongful death kind of cases where there's a contingent fee. And a lot of those billboards now say, so-and-so got me $500,000. So-and-so got me $1 million. So they're really advertising their ability to convert those kind of cases into monetary dollars for their clients. And I know approximately what the cost of those billboards cost, but I don't know what they produce in revenues for those clients. The secondary way in terms of the internet or Google marketing, in terms of ads or placement, Legal Match is far superior in return on investment to those. I get the most out of them by contacting clients and understanding what they needs to be done, telling them how much it costs with a flat fee, doing the work, and then they're very happy. Correct. That makes me happy because I feel like I have done an important service for them. Jump in with both feet. I was skeptical. I was concerned at first about the cost, but for me, it has been very rewarding, both financially and personally, in terms of being able to do legal work, which I really enjoy doing, and being able to help clients. I think that I would tell them the same thing I've just said. Jump in with both feet, just go for it, and I'm certain you will do really well with it. Legal Match really assists a lot of ways in helping you prepare form responses to a lot of different kinds of cases that come in. And that's very, very helpful in advertising your services when you respond to a post on Legal Match. I have found that given the time that I've been doing it, I have modified those forms and those responses that I post by selected response because of certain things that clients have told me. Many times clients say, look, I got so many responses from attorneys. And fortunately, Legal Match seems to limit the number of attorneys that are assigned to a given area. Because when clients get too many calls, they kind of shut down and they don't know what to do. But if they get just the right number of calls, then they're able to talk to maybe 2 or 3 attorneys and see the difference in those two, how the approach of those attorneys are. and reach out to them by either Zoom or phone call, get a sense of their personality, get a sense of their priorities. And that enables an attorney to utilize legal match in the best way possible for that attorney.